Hi everyone. This light is so bright. Oh my goodness. I'm using my laptop, and I feel like it's not as greater quality as my phone is. Maybe I'm wrong, but my phone's dying, so I didn't use that. Um, and nonetheless, I wanted to do like a small Bible study. It won't be too long. I wanted to read a Bible verse, which is mostly I like to read the Psalms. Or I'm also reading those on Instagram. If you also want to follow me there, I try to read them on the weekends. I try to read about two of the Psalms, like of verses. But yeah, if you want to follow me in there. But yeah, I want to get started and the psalm I want to read is Psalm 23, and afterwards I just want to talk a little bit about it, and then I would like to read it again. And yeah, I hope hopefully you can join and you can watch. Let me get my more light. So I can look. Let me see if I turn this off, will it look better? I think it looks pretty bright either way. Oh my. Yes, I need to be prepared, more prepared for this next time. I feel like I just look so white, so white, and I need more lighting. Oh my goodness. My apologies for this lighting. It looks so okay. I'm gonna start, and it's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. Is the Lord is my shepherd? I shall not want. He makes me. He maketh me. Oh, it's the King James version. I'm gonna use I'm gonna change that because it's a little bit harder. If I find the one I use, the New International Version, I'm gonna use that one. So Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So bright. I really like what this says, and I can think of a lot of experiences that I've gone through where this can relate, and but I'm just gonna probably do one, not make it too long. But I really like how it says in the beginning how the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. I'm not gonna read it all over again. That's gonna be in a little bit, but I feel like this is so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and especially when you're going through hard times, which I've gone through a few. Um, One that I can remember is, and again, I talk about it quite a bit, is when I got divorced. It was a very hard time for me. Um, it was definitely very difficult, and from going to with living with somebody to living with them and for years, and just all of a sudden um, not being with them and getting used to that routine, I think was the hardest for me to just be get used to, that not having that person, I think is what was harder for me. And it was definitely a very difficult time for me, but I feel like also during that time, God helped me a lot. God helped me get through it because, like I said, I felt very alone. It was um, there was a time or some moments where I wanted to forget about my situation, to forget about what was happening. I wanted, oh my, that was that was unexpected. Let me close that if I can. There you go. There was a time where I tried to drink, which is not good because it doesn't solve any problems. I tried to drink and to forget what was happening. And, I got um a big bottle of, it's pretty, yeah, it was a big bottle of wine. And I tried to drink it, and I did finish it. I believe I did. And I I was like, why isn't this doing anything? Like, it was probably like 10% alcohol. It was supposed to, you know, it was alcohol. So, and I didn't feel anything. I don't know how, but it even made me more sad and more depressed, and I would even cry more. It didn't really help me, and I still wasn't feeling, like what I wanted to feel. I'm like, why is this not working? Like, I don't have any more to drink. So I definitely stopped doing that because, like I said, it wasn't helping me. But it was just a number of occasions, a number of times where I feel like God has been with me through the hard times, through difficult situations, and has helped me, whether it's been through people. Um, oh, I also another a small story or another story. Hopefully it won't take too long, but I also when I separated, I didn't have a vehicle. Um, it was very hard for me. Like I wanted to get, a vehicle, car, and right, like maybe a couple weeks after I got separated. It wasn't too long. Somebody from my church, who was very kind, um, was telling me that they were selling their car. Um, and it was something so unexpected for me. Like I was so thankful for that, that they were able to give me the car, at such an affordable price. Like the money that they basically were telling me it was like almost the exact amount that I had. It's just so many things that I've seen the Lord, um, work in my life, and it's impossible for me to not believe, to say that, oh, like something different, because God has always been there for me. And I can stand here and I can tell you, numerous times that I've seen the Lord work in my life. And this psalm is so beautiful to me because it reminds me that he's there always. He's there always, though people might leave, though people might reject us, though people might not want us. Um, The Lord is always there, and the Lord never leaves us. So yeah, I don't even know if anybody's watching this, but I want to read this. I want to read this again, and I also want to talk a little bit about one part that it says, "I shall not want." Sometimes people, well, not a lot of people, but sometimes I get asked like, "Oh, but you don't go to parties and you don't do this or you don't do that, like go out and stuff." And to be honest, none of that how does it catches my attention. None of that, like I just don't desire to do that. It's not something that I seek. Like I said, the Lord has been so good to me, and I honestly just don't desire that. My desire is just going to church, seeking the Lord, and learning more about the Lord, and having a relationship with the Lord. I just don't feel that life of going out and partying and doing that. I just It's just not something for me. I that that catches my attention because God has been so good to me. God has always been there for me, and I I desire Him and what He has for me. And yeah, I want to read the verse again, and I would like for you to just meditate on it and to think about it. I think it's so beautiful and so important to just think about it, and what it means, what it's about. But yeah, I'm gonna read it one more time before I end this live. Let's see. I wonder if I'm even live. Like, I have no comments. I don't really like to do this on my laptop because I can never see anything, like any comments or any views that anybody's watching. Okay, let's see. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. I don't know how many people are watching this, but I just want to say God is so good. And I am so thankful to have Him in my life. And I hope this word helps you, and I hope you have a great night. And thank you for watching.